Most Toyota hybrid owners believe regenerative braking protects their brakes. They think because the electric motor does most of the stopping, the brake pads last forever, the rotors stay clean, and the entire friction brake system basically takes care of itself. That belief is costing people thousands of dollars. After years of working on Toyota hybrids, I can tell you the most expensive brake failures I see are not caused by aggressive driving or worn-out parts. They are caused by owners who trusted regenerative braking too much and ignored the one system that still needs attention: the friction brakes. And when that system fails on a hybrid, it does not fail like a regular car. It fails in ways that cascade into the brake actuator, the ABS module, and the hydraulic system, turning a $200 maintenance item into a $3,800 repair bill. This is the regenerative braking mistake almost every hybrid owner is making, and I am going to walk you through exactly how to stop it before the damage starts. To understand the mistake, you first need to understand how Toyota's hybrid braking system actually works. When you press the brake pedal in a Toyota Prius, Camry Hybrid, Corolla Hybrid, RAV4 Hybrid, or Highlander Hybrid, the car does not immediately clamp the brake pads against the rotors. Instead, the system's first priority is regenerative braking. The electric motor generator reverses its role and acts as a generator, converting your vehicle's forward motion into electrical energy that flows back into the high-voltage hybrid battery. During most normal city driving, this regenerative force handles the majority of your stopping power. The conventional friction brakes, meaning the brake calipers, brake pads, and brake rotors, often do not fully engage until the vehicle drops below roughly 7 to 17 miles per hour, or during a hard emergency stop. That means for 80 to 90% of your daily braking, your friction brakes are just sitting there doing almost nothing. Toyota designed it this way intentionally. It improves fuel economy, recaptures energy, and dramatically extends pad life. Hybrid owners regularly see brake pads lasting 70,000 to 100,000 miles on the original set. That sounds like a benefit, and in many ways it is, but it creates a hidden problem that most people never see coming. When friction brakes sit unused for extended periods, they do not simply wait patiently, they deteriorate. In a conventional car, every time you press the brake pedal, the pads make firm contact with the rotors. That friction generates heat, and that heat is critical. It burns off surface moisture, prevents rust from forming on the rotor face, keeps the caliper slide pins moving freely, and ensures the rubber seals and dust boots inside the caliper stay flexible. The braking system essentially cleans and maintains itself through regular use. In a Toyota hybrid, that self-cleaning process barely happens. The rotors sit exposed to rain, humidity, road salt, and condensation without the friction needed to keep them clean. Over weeks and months, a thin layer of surface rust becomes a deep layer of corrosion. That corrosion does not just look bad. It eats into the rotor surface and creates pitting that no amount of pad contact can smooth out. Once the rotor face becomes uneven, braking performance drops, vibrations appear, and the rotor must be replaced rather than resurfaced. A full set of replacement rotors on a Toyota hybrid, including labor, runs between $400 and $800, depending on the model and whether you use OEM or quality aftermarket parts. But the rotors are not even the expensive part. The real damage happens inside the brake calipers. Every Toyota brake caliper uses slide pins that allow the caliper body to float back and forth, so the pads apply pressure evenly across the rotor. Those slide pins are protected by rubber boots and a thin layer of silicone grease. When the caliper is used regularly, the pins stay lubricated and move freely. When the caliper sits idle for thousands of miles because regenerative braking is doing all the work, the grease dries out, the rubber boots crack, and moisture creeps in. Corrosion forms directly on the slide pins, and eventually the caliper seizes. A seized caliper cannot release the brake pad properly. It causes uneven pad wear, overheating on one side, rotor warping, and in severe cases, it can lock the wheel entirely during a panic stop. Replacing a pair of seized calipers with hardware and labor typically costs between $400 and $700. Combined with rotors and pads, you are already approaching $1,200 to $1,500, and we have not even touched the most expensive component yet. The part that turns a brake job into a financial disaster on a Toyota hybrid is the brake actuator assembly. This is the heart of the hybrid braking system. The brake actuator, sometimes called the ABS pump or hydraulic brake booster, is the electronic unit that controls hydraulic pressure to each caliper, manages the transition between regenerative and friction braking, and operates the ABS and vehicle stability control systems. It is mounted in the engine bay and contains electric motors, solenoid valves, pressure sensors, and a hydraulic pump, all in one sealed assembly. When corroded brake fluid enters this unit, or when seized calipers force it to work against abnormal resistance, the internal components fail. Solenoid valves stick. Pressure sensors drift out of calibration. The pump motor burns out from overwork. Toyota service data shows that brake actuator failures are frequently linked to long-term brake fluid contamination and neglected caliper maintenance. Replacing a brake actuator assembly at a Toyota dealership costs between $2,400 and $3,500, including parts, labor, and the specialized brake bleeding procedure that Toyota requires using their factory diagnostic tool. That single repair is what pushes the total bill past $3,800 when combined with the rotors, pads, and calipers that failed alongside it. If you made it this far, then consider liking this video, giving it a thumbs up, and subscribing to my channel. This helps me bring you more honest car advice. Now here is where the mistake becomes clear. None of this damage happens because of a defective part or a design flaw. It happens because Toyota hybrid owners skip one cheap, simple maintenance step that prevents the entire chain of failure. Brake fluid replacement. Brake fluid is hygroscopic, meaning it absorbs moisture directly from the air over time. Even though the brake system appears sealed, microscopic amounts of moisture enter through the reservoir cap, flexible brake hoses, and caliper seals. In a conventional car, the heat generated during normal braking helps evaporate some of that moisture. In a Toyota hybrid, the friction brakes rarely generate enough heat to do that. The moisture stays in the fluid, and over months and years, it accumulates. That moisture does two things. First, it lowers the boiling point of the brake fluid, which means under heavy braking, the fluid can boil, create vapor pockets, and cause a soft or spongy brake pedal. Second, and far more dangerous in the long run, it causes internal corrosion inside every metal component the fluid touches. That includes the brake lines, the caliper pistons, the master cylinder, and most critically, the internal passages and valves of the brake actuator assembly. A brake fluid flush on a Toyota hybrid costs between $90 and $200 at most shops. It takes less than an hour, and it directly prevents the internal corrosion that leads to actuator failure. Yet the majority of Toyota hybrid owners never have it done because Toyota's own U.S. maintenance schedule does not explicitly list a brake fluid change interval. Toyota's maintenance guides in Europe and Japan Recommend brake fluid replacement every 2 to 3 years. In the United States, many dealers simply never mention it unless the fluid tests badly during an inspection, and most inspections do not include brake fluid testing. This gap in communication is costing hybrid owners thousands of dollars in preventable damage. The second part of the prevention strategy is exercising the friction brakes deliberately. This does not mean driving aggressively or slamming the brakes. It means making a conscious effort to apply firm, moderate brake pressure during your normal driving at least once or twice per trip. A few controlled, firm stops from 30 or 40 miles per hour generate enough heat to burn surface moisture off the rotors, push the caliper pistons through their full range of travel, cycle the slide pins, and prevent the kind of corrosion buildup that leads to seizure. Some Toyota owners in northern states, where road salt accelerates corrosion dramatically, make a habit of applying firm brakes during the last few hundred feet before parking. That single habit scrubs the rotor surface clean and forces the caliper to move, keeping everything functional. It costs nothing, takes no extra time, and dramatically reduces the risk of seized components. Hybrid owners who drive gently in the city rely entirely on regenerative braking for every stop and never apply the friction brakes firmly are essentially allowing their brake hardware to rust in place while the car appears to be working perfectly. The third protection is having the calipers inspected and serviced during routine maintenance. This does not mean just looking at the pad thickness through the wheel spokes, which is what most quick inspections involve. A proper hybrid brake inspection requires removing the wheel and examining the caliper slide pins for corrosion, checking the rubber dust boots for cracking, inspecting the rotor surface for pitting and deep rust, and verifying that the caliper piston retracts smoothly. If the slide pins show early signs of corrosion, cleaning and re-greasing them costs almost nothing and takes minutes. If a dust boot has cracked, replacing it before moisture reaches the pin prevents a $350 caliper replacement. Toyota even issued a technical service bulletin, TSBBR 01206, specifically addressing brake pad separation and corrosion issues on hybrid models. The bulletin acknowledges that because hybrid brake pads rarely reach conventional operating temperatures, corrosion can form between the friction material and the steel backing plate, causing the pad material to delaminate and separate entirely. This is not a theoretical problem. Toyota documented it because it was happening often enough to warrant a formal service notice. Technicians who work on Toyota hybrids regularly report finding front and rear brake pads with complete friction material separation in as little as 2 to 3 years of service, not because the pads were worn out, but because they never got hot enough to stay bonded. There is another detail most hybrid owners miss entirely. In many Toyota hybrid models, the rear friction brakes see more activity than the fronts during normal driving. This is the opposite of a conventional car, where the front brakes do most of the work. Toyota's hybrid braking system often applies light rear brake pressure at lower speeds to supplement regenerative braking and stabilize the vehicle. As a result, rear brake pads on Toyota hybrids can wear 2 to 3 times faster than the front pads. Owners who assume the fronts wear first, as they would on any other car, may completely overlook rear brake wear until pads are metal on metal. And because the rear brakes are applied lightly and infrequently at full pressure, the rear rotors are especially vulnerable to the corrosion and seizure problems described earlier. If your Toyota hybrid has drums in the rear, the shoes can develop a glazed surface that dramatically reduces stopping power when the friction brakes are needed most, like during a panic stop when the regenerative system disengages entirely. That brings us to the scenario most hybrid owners never consider. What happens when regenerative braking is not available? If the high-voltage hybrid battery is fully charged, such as after a long downhill descent, the regenerative braking system reduces its output or shuts off entirely because the battery cannot accept more energy. In that moment, 100% of your stopping power comes from the conventional friction brakes. If those brakes are corroded, seized, glazed, or running on delaminated pads, you have a vehicle that cannot stop safely. The same thing happens during a panic stop at any speed. Toyota's system suspends regenerative braking during emergency braking events and relies entirely on hydraulic friction braking. If the brake actuator is compromised by years of contaminated fluid, or if the calipers are frozen from neglect, the system cannot deliver the pressure it needs. This is not just an expensive repair scenario. It is a safety emergency. The pattern I see over and over in the shop is always the same. A Toyota hybrid comes in with 80,000 or 90,000 miles. The owner has been religious about oil changes and tire rotations. The brake pads still have material left. Everything seems fine. But underneath, the rotors are deeply corroded. The caliper slide pins are frozen. The brake fluid is dark and full of moisture. And the brake actuator is starting to show early signs of internal corrosion. The owner is shocked because they assumed the brakes were fine since the pads were not worn. They confused pad thickness with system health, and that confusion is what makes this mistake so expensive. The fix is not complicated. Replace the brake fluid every 3 years, regardless of mileage. Have the calipers pulled and the slide pins cleaned and relubricated every time you have the tires rotated, or at least once a year if you live in a region with road salt or high humidity. Apply your friction brakes firmly at least a few times per drive to keep the rotors clean and the calipers active. And if you live in the Rust Belt, consider using coated rotors designed for hybrid applications that resist corrosion far better than standard bare metal rotors. These steps cost almost nothing compared to the repair bills they prevent. A $90 brake fluid flush protects a $2,500 actuator. A $15 tube of caliper grease protects a $350 caliper. A few firm brake applications per drive protect the entire system for free. Toyota built one of the most reliable hybrid braking systems on the road. But reliability is not the same as maintenance-free. The regenerative system does its job brilliantly, but it also hides the slow decay of the friction system underneath. By the time you feel a problem in the brake pedal, hear a noise, or see a warning light, the damage has already cascaded through multiple components. Prevention is the only strategy that works. Treat the friction brakes on your Toyota hybrid like they matter, because the one time you need them most, they will be the only thing standing between you and a collision. If you are enjoying this video, consider watching this one where I am sharing more secrets to outlast your Toyota engine.